In this video, right, I'll be sharing with you 4 reasons why you should use stop loss for your trade. Why you must, or you should better still, use a stop loss for your trade. Now, as a beginner trader, you will notice that you are always stopped out of your trade anytime you use a stop loss. So you decide not to use a stop loss and things started getting better. But after a while, you blew your account. You see, yeah, many beginner traders, when they start trading, you will notice that your trade always hits stop loss. It always hits stop loss. So you say, let me even remove this stop loss so that I can. And then when it hits, the funny thing is that when it hits stop loss, it now starts to go your direction. And that will make you decide to say, oh, maybe I should just remove my stop loss and just trade, you know. But the danger is that you can start getting some results, but in the long run, you end up losing your whole account. Like I heard someone said that when you trade without the stop loss, you are just and you end up and you make capital or you make gains. So you are only accumulating money for the markets to take back at a particular day. So you don't want to take that risk whereby you just wake up one day and see that all your money in your accounts are gone because maybe a news event came up or something happened in the market that were beyond your control. And because you didn't use a stop loss, you end up blowing your whole account. And so the first rule of trading is what? Is the first rule of trading is that we should what? We should protect our money. The second rule of trading is that we should make our money. The third rule is that we go back to the first rule, protect our money. So you want to protect your money before you even think about making money in the financial market. And one thing I always tell people is that there are always going to be opportunities to trade in the future. If you end up blowing your account now, how will you be able to trade when those opportunities present themselves? So you see, stop loss is very important. And in this video, we are going to be discussing four things that stop loss helps you do in the market. And I'm going to give you 4 reasons why you should use a stop loss when trading. You see, trading is a skill. And to understand how this skill works, to understand how to use a stop loss is part of the skill. It takes time to understand how trading as a skill. But when you understand how to use your stop loss in trading, it means you are learning. It means you are learning. And just imagine that you begin to use stop loss in your trade, and you get to a point whereby your trade don't used to hit your stop loss. Maybe probably the probability of your trade now taking your stop loss is now reduced to a minimal level, and most of your trades are now taking your take profit instead of your stop loss. Now you it's because you have understand the skill. It's because you have grown to a certain level. You see, so trading is a skill, and understanding how to use a stop loss is part of the skill. So, guys, I want you to embrace the process. I want you to embrace the process. Now, stop loss is used in most trading plan for risk management. Stop loss is most trading plan for risk management. As a professional trader, you don't want to risk more than 3% of your account, at maximum 3%. You in just a single trade. If you take a trade, you want to risk 1, 2, at maximum 3%. So how do you do that? You need to place a stop loss by while you considering your volume and considering every other thing in your account. You want to place a stop loss considering your lot size. You want to place a stop loss so that as a particular percent of your account is only being risked while trading in the financial market. So, like I said, as a professional trader, you don't want to risk more than 3% of your account, right? So let's go. What are the 4 things? Number one, stop loss serve as a protection for your money if a trade goes against you. Yes. Now just imagine that you are about to jump a cliff, and there's no safety guide for you. But just imagine that you're about to jump the cliff, and maybe a helicopter is ahead and you are putting on a safety belt, and you will be able to jump even when you didn't get your target. That safety belt will protect you from any further danger. All right. But just imagine that there's no safety for you. You just decide to take that jump, and if you do not hit your target, you will end up hurting yourself. So stop loss serve as a protection for your money if a trade goes against you. Now you come into the market, you want to make money, but if the trade is going against me, I want to be stopped out at this level. That's what you are saying. So the first reason why you should use a stop loss is that it serves as a protection for your capital. So let's say the second thing. The second reason why you should use a stop loss. Stop loss helps to increase your confidence while in a trade. You see, that confidence is part of the psychology of trading. So if you are trading with fear, you might end up just doing a lot of wrong things. You might end up begin to panicking and all that. But when you have a stop loss, there's a level of confidence that you have, knowing that okay, if this trade doesn't go my direction, you have already a plan that okay, I'm only risking um $10 in this trade. I'm only risking $5. I'm only risking $1. I'm only risking a percentage of my account. So if this trade doesn't go my direction, well, there's a level of confidence while trading. So let's go to the third reason why you should use a stop loss. So stop loss helps you understand the skill of trading better. Yes, stop loss helps you understand the skill of trading better. You see, when you don't use a stop loss for your trade, you are not even growing as a trader. But you see, when you get stopped out, you begin to think and say, okay, is something wrong? And that makes you begin to maybe go for education and go for mentorship. Now, you will now notice that when you go for education, you will now maybe get a strategy that helps you place your stop loss at the right level, you know. And then when this now begin to work for you, what is happening to you is that you are learning the skill of trading better. All right. So using the stop loss helps you understand the skill of trading better. All right. I don't want you, if you ignore your stop loss, you are like just you are not growing, because your trades, you don't even know if your trades, you are just like gambling. But when you use a stop loss and your trade goes without even taking that stop loss, you are understanding the market structure, you are understanding the market and how the market works better. It means you are growing. So let's go to the last reason why you should use your stop loss. Stop loss helps you to know the current market direction. All right. So right here, I have to be careful with this, right? But most of the time in the market, when you are stopped out, check it very well. You have to go back to your market and look at the market structure, especially for maybe swing traders, that maybe scalpers, especially for scalpers, short-term traders. All right, not just especially for scalpers, but I think specifically I've noticed it for scalping. When you are stopped out, check the market very well. The direction of the trend has changed. Most of the time, some of the time, not all the time. When you are stopped out, you want to go back and check. Sometimes the trade is still going in a particular direction. For example, probably the trade is still is the volume, the market participants are still putting orders in that direction, and that is why you are being stopped out. The force is still coming towards that direction. So what do you do at that point when you notice that all you need to do is to change the direction of your trade? Probably maybe you are selling and you are being stopped out. You notice that you are stopped out, and the trade, it means that the trend is still the flow is still going south. It's still what? It's still bearish. So what you want to do now is to change your order and now go for a sell, and you will see that you are now in the current direction of the market. All right, you are now in the current direction of the market. Maybe probably you are trying to buy. So you are trying to buy, but anytime you put a stop, your trade, enter you enter the trade keeps taking your stop loss out. It means that the trade is still going, is still trending downwards. So what you want to do now is change that trend, change your trade to sell. Okay, but sometimes that's not the case. All right, sometimes the trade, maybe you want to go for a buy and you put in your stop loss, the trade is actually going for a buy, but the market comes back to take your stop before it goes for that buy. All right, it comes back to your stop before it goes for that buy. There are always scenarios like that in the market. So yeah, these are four things I've noticed that the reason why you should always use a stop loss. So I want to say this. I don't know if you got value, and if you got value from this, I want to see your comments in the comment section. All right, and I also want to introduce you to Forex Profit Academy, where we educate people on how to trade forex better. We also have a mentorship plan, and we also have a signal support group chat. You can find the link in the description to join. All right, so if you know other reasons why stop loss is important, you can drop them in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day.